is happening, sports fans? It's your main man, Matt, from the DFS 5-pack. I'm with my main man, the DFS Patriot. It is Monday, January 10th. You are kind enough to be joining me from your car driving home, so I appreciate that. Be safe. What's happening, man?
Yes, sir. What's good? Hopefully everyone had a good, week 18. Ready to crush some NBA this week. And, like I was saying, we might have a cold day tomorrow because we're looking at a high of 9 and a low of -2. So it might be no work for me.
That is exciting for you and for me. I will look forward to hearing the updates on that. It is also cold here. I don't think it's quite that cold, though. It's pretty cold, not quite that cold. I don't know. I was just talking about, because this is our second time trying to make this video. Man, I got MLB dreams already. It's already mid-January, so pitchers and catchers will be reporting sooner rather than later. I'm excited for MLB, but until then, we've got NBA to crush, playoff NFL coming soon. Before we hop into this slate, I'm going to shout out our promoters real quick. So first off, Jazz Sports. When you sign up and join Jazz Sports, you get a no-risk wager up to $1,000 in your first bet. That's $1,000 back if your first wager is rated a loss. Just can't beat that. One of the better deals I've seen around the industry. Promo code's 5-pack. Check that out when you can. And then Loose Lines. Loose Lines is an affiliate of Jazz Sports. They offer really good lines and odds over there, reduced juice, and a ton of other good perks. You get 50% off over at Loose Lines when you make your first deposit. So check that out. The promo code's also 5-pack. The links will be in the description section of the video. I'd appreciate it. I heard a little bit of ruffle on your end. You good over there, bro?
I'm good. Nothing crazy over here.
All right. I want to make sure you're still alive so we can talk some NBA. That's all I care about.
I am alive and well, let me tell you.
All right, good. All right, let's hop into this slate. We got 7 games, a couple teams on back-to-backs, a couple games, or one game at least, that we just saw in Milwaukee, Charlotte.
Yep.
Should be a fun slate, if nothing else. Let's start with the first game, Milwaukee and Charlotte. We just saw this game in Charlotte. Charlotte won. That line was weird, and Charlotte ended up winning. From the Charlotte side, they're healthy. So is there anyone from Charlotte that stands out to you that you like a lot here?
You know who I actually like, and they don't stand out to me, but I think they are a very good flyer chance. Is Kelly Oubre. He's been balling lately.
He's also not playing that many minutes, though.
That's what I mean, though. So, I just think that his production's been great for what he offers you. Playing mid-minutes, but he's running that second unit. So any usage coming from that second unit is coming from him.
Is he, though? Because I'm real worried about that 12 minutes, the 21 minutes. He's not cheap either. Listen, I think he's got upside, but they got a lot of guys in their rotation. I don't feel good about why do you – I just can't see myself paying 56 for Oubre on this slate personally.
Yeah, no, I mean, that's why I said I'd like him in a tournament. Because he could totally dud for you, or he could totally ball out for you.
He can definitely get you 40+. We've seen it multiple times this year. The one guy from Charlotte that I like is LaMelo. He wasn't very good last game. He almost triple-doubled, though, and he lost a lot of time because of foul trouble. So –
yep.
I think going
I played him.
Interesting.
Yeah, I played him last week, and I have no issues going. I mean, last game I had no problem going right back to him, especially on the slate where he, his price decreased. Like you said, his minutes went down because of his foul trouble. I see no reason why not to go back to him.
Yeah, he looks like a great look in all formats. Probably more tournament preferred because other guys are getting more love, but certainly in play all over. From the Milwaukee side, no Drew Holiday still. Lopez is obviously out. They don't have Luke Cousins anymore. Grayson Allen's out. Connaughton is questionable. I mean, is Giannis an ultimate priority for you here?
I don't think he's a priority, but I'm not going to argue with anyone that wants to play him after he just put up 70 against him last game.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's a risky fade. I mean, Charlotte gets eaten alive by big men. They have no one to stop Giannis coming off a loss. We've seen Giannis ball in these spots before. He's the top stud on the slate in my mind. I mean, especially with Kyrie in for Brooklyn.
Yep.
He's the top stud. I mean, I like him definitely more than Embiid, especially with the power forward eligibility. Not saying that Embiid's a bad play. He should roast Houston, but
right.
This game, I think, will be close. I mean, Milwaukee's a 2-point favorite here now. It's Giannis. Middleton balled last game, too. What's your take on Middleton?
Yeah, I mean, I have no problem with Middleton. I mean, the guy is going to get his shots up. He's going to get his opportunities. 8-4, I mean, I think he's going to save, 35 to 40 floor. So I think there's no issue there.
I don't think we're going to see 50 plus again. You know, the 9 assists are real high. He also didn't get any blocks or steals. So I do have him projected for like between 40 and 45. Good look at 8,400. Not a must, but solid play. And then how about Portis, who continues to play well? Again, no Lopez. They no longer have Cousins. Like, he's their starting center now. Charlotte gets eaten alive by big men. He's wildly in play in my eyes.
Absolutely. I could not agree anymore.
There's a bunch of good centers on the slate, as always, but he's right in that mix. So, I mean, he's right in that mix. Yeah, he stinks. Wes Matthews is not good. Your boy Nora. I don't like him, but he did shoot 1 of 11. So,
right. I mean, he's getting good run, and he's just not taking advantage of it. I feel like for whatever the reason may be.
Yeah, I can't go here tonight with Giannis in, but I mean, we know he's got upside. All right, moving on. Detroit and Utah. Detroit's one of the least appealing teams on the slate. I mean, they're not like that expensive anymore, but they stink. Not a good matchup. I can't imagine, prioritizing Cunningham, Bay, Diallo, any of the centers. I can't see myself getting to anyone from Detroit here. How about you?
Yeah, no, I'm Detroit sucks from a real life perspective, and they also suck from, especially tonight from a DFS perspective.
Yeah, they do. Their rotations are messy. Like, they're not good. I like Utah here, though. They're still missing a bunch of guys. No Gobert, no Rudy Gay, no Ingles. I know Whiteside has not been good in the past 2 games, but I still think we go right back here as one of, if not the biggest locks on the slate. I mean, I know he hasn't been great the past 3 games or the past 2 games, but we've read this book before for many years. I mean, look what he's doing in 10, 12, 13 minutes.
Right.
I'm playing him. How do you feel about him?
Yeah, again, his production and his lack thereof production, I should say, does not make it, desirable from just the box score watching. But I think, he still has that, that upside, and he's still at that price where it's very, very manageable.
I don't think he's like a stone cold lock, though, just because we talked about Portis.
Yeah.
Nurkic is close to a lock. So there's other really good centers tonight. That's the only reason he's not like a stone cold lock, but he's still too cheap for my eyes at 5,200.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I think, if it comes to it, I think I'd go Portis over him just because I just like the activity that Portis offers.
I see Conley getting some love. What's your take on Conley? I will say he was really good in the second half last game.
I was going to say, he killed you in the first half. You were like cussing him sideways.
Yeah, I was. And then he ended up being okay. Yeah, I think he's fine too. I'm not like going out of my way for him.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely not going out of my way. But, like I said, I don't mind. If that's where you want to go, then so be it.
With Mitchell, and it kind of takes the appeal off all these other guys, except for I like Whiteside still. Royce O'Neal is now priced up a little bit, so no thanks.
Yeah.
Utah's more appealing than Detroit, but they have no one I'm like locking in.
Yep, for sure. Completely agree.
And Boston, they're now one of these teams. They have everyone in basically. Pritchard's out still. They're priced how they should be. No one stands out to me from Boston. Now, I used Jalen Green once the other night, or Jaylen Brown. He was awesome. I was messaging you, drop that triple-double. Yep. 9,200, though, with Tatum. Like, these guys are tournament plays strictly, in my eyes.
Yeah, there's nothing cash-like with those two, especially when they're both in.
Or anyone from Boston, in my eyes. Right. What about you?
Yeah, there's nothing. And Boston, I don't know. That team is so dysfunctional. I don't understand them. From a real life or a DFS, perspective, they're so dysfunctional. The guy that's hot tonight's cold tomorrow. Like, they don't play together. Some games they're not. It's all iso ball. So yeah, I would probably just stay away from Boston.
Better spots for me to want to pick on. Besides all that other stuff that I know you're bitching about because you're a Celtics fan. For me, it just comes down to that they're healthy and priced where they should be. Indiana, okay, LeVert's out still? Okay. LeVert's out. Brogdon's questionable.
Yeah, it's an Achilles. It's not COVID either.
Right. Man, TJ Warren's been out for legit 2 years.
Dude, it was like the bubble, and then he just like disappeared after the whole Jimmy Butler thing.
Seriously. Lance Stevenson has really thrown a wrench in the indie cheap guys. Like, what's your take on Lance if Brogdon's out?
He's been balling. Like,
Sure has.
I don't think he can keep up the 40s to 50s of the world, but 30 seems extremely replicable.
I'm worried though, like once he's not shooting well, like is he going to go back to that 17 minutes? Possible, but maybe not because he has been playing well for them. I mean, they just beat Utah.
Right.
I'm not using him at 5,500, but I don't think it's a bad play. These guys are priced up now too, like Dwayne Washington at 48, Sykes at 40. No thank you on these guys. Like even if Brogdon's out.
Right. Yeah. No, they've hit the point now where they're above their pay grade.
Sabonis at 10-3, I think is fine, but I mean, I can't imagine like prioritizing him over Giannis.
Right. Yeah. That's no thank you.
All right, Spurs and Knicks. This is an interesting one. The Knicks, Rose is out. Kemba's questionable. He's missed 5 games in a row. I'm not really sure what to make of that. Fournier is also questionable. He missed last game. We saw Quickly start, play pretty well. The first thing I noticed is that Randall's price is down. So is his production. That said, though, like in close games, you still see like he's got upside at 9,100. Like I like Sabonis a lot, but now Randall's like over 1,000 cheaper than him. I like Randall at 9,100. I think you're buying low here.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with that for sure. I mean, and we've talked about this before. The pace that San Antonio plays at now is it's not like your old San Antonio Spurs back in the day. They're high paced team. They're one of the highest pace, highest possessions per game team, and it's only going to benefit a guy like Randall, who he's going to get more touches on the ball, more attempts at rebounds, and with the price drop, I completely agree with that call.
Yeah, so I like Randall quite a bit here at 91. For the guards, kind of just have to wait and see who's in. Like if obviously Rose said if Kemba and Fournier are out again, I think Quickly's in play, but he's also like priced up a little bit now. All these other guys' prices are up and Randall's is down.
Yeah, it doesn't make this. Again, we talk about finding the niche in the whole rug, and that's the niche right there.
Yep. So for me, from the New York side, it's Randall, and there's a bunch in play from the San Antonio side because they continue to miss guys. Pull them up real quick. Derek White, Keldon, Johnson, Vassell all out. McDermott's still out. Primo's now questionable. Oh, he's probable.
Yeah.
So they got their cheap guys are still really cheap. Lonnie Walker getting a ton of love as he should. Played 33 minutes against Brooklyn yesterday. He's still really cheap. Your boy Bryn Forbes played 25 minutes yesterday, dropped a 30 spot. He's still 4K. Primo, I mean, he's played a ton of minutes. He's 3,600 because they're also still missing like Trey Jones.
Right, it's like everyone.
Yeah, they're missing a ton. I think Lonnie Walker looks very good here, especially with forward eligibility. Who's your favorite Spur?
Yeah, that small forward is vital.
Go ahead. Sorry, I missed that.
Oh no, I said that small forward eligibility is so vital to any sort of build, and you get that guard who plays a small forward or shooting guard.
For sure. Then the main guy for the Spurs is Dejounte Murray. I mean, like he's always in play, and I see no reason he wouldn't be in today. Who do you like more, Murray or LaMelo Ball?
Yeah. Oh, that's tough. If Kemba's in, I like Murray more.
Okay, I don't think that really means that much to me. I think Ball and Murray are very, very comparable. I do think on paper Murray's the better play, though. He's just more consistent.
Right, and I think I think when I talk about the Kemba thing, his lack there of defense, I think it just opens even more avenues offensively for Murray.
For sure. For him, like he does so many things. Like he's going to get you that 50 plus here. I feel like I think he's a solid look, and if pairing him with Randall, I think is more than in play. Now, if you're doing that, you're not playing LaMelo Ball and Giannis, so you're going to have to choose somewhere. Giannis is also a lot more expensive. That's why you said maybe you don't play Giannis tonight. there's a lot in the mid tier I like. Randall is now expensive mid tier, but he's no longer 10K plus. So I do like Randall. I like Murray a lot. Lonnie Walker, Forbes. I mean, any of these guys that are going to play big minutes for the Spurs are in play.
Right. Yeah. I mean, that's exactly what I mean. And even if you still wanted to go like Randall in this game, like you could still you could go Lonnie Walker and Forbes and still have that kind of mini stack with that.
Oh yeah, easily. I think Podol is a fine look, just hard to get there at center.
And that's exactly the center. The center only is killer.
All right, Philly and Houston. We just saw these teams play like recently in Philly. Houston got up early and beat smashed. Yeah, he had 72 points. As far as Houston goes, John Wall obviously is not playing. Sengun and Gordon are out. Armani Brooks is out. I don't know.
Eric Gordon's out too.
Yeah, Eric Gordon's out too. Nawaba, I mean, 3,300 though. I think you could do worse. Christian Wood at 7K, I think it's definitely in play. I mean, if Houston can keep this game close, I imagine it's because Wood balls. I probably don't prioritize a center spot on him though. How do you feel about Christian Wood?
Yeah, I'm not wasting a center spot on him. I think if I'm going to anyone on the Rockets side, it's the cheap value between Christopher or Garrison Matthews.
Yeah, I like my boy Christopher. I think you could definitely do worse at 3,500. Matthews 3,900. I think you could do worse. So I like both those calls actually. I think they're fine filler pieces.
Right. Yeah, definitely not building blocks, but sure as hell not bad filler pieces.
For Philly, Maxey and Milton are out. Seth Curry is questionable. I mentioned him last game as the point guard. Like he's been really good. A lot of assists, filling up the stat sheet. I don't think I would want to go out of my way to play him at 6,600. But if he's out, like who's running point for them?
It's probably got to be Korkmaz, right?
It might have to be, man.
I mean, because thinking about like Niang's not going to bring the ball up. I'm trying to think of their bench players, right? And then everyone else they have, like even like I mean, they don't have any like true guards on the bench. Isaiah Joe maybe.
Isaiah Joe maybe, but he's a shooting guard. Like,
yeah, but at least he's a guard.
Yeah, I know. I think Curry plays.
I mean, I think he has to.
Yeah, I think he's in play just for that. They got no other point guards, man.
Right, he literally has to run the show.
I think he's sneaky here. He's not going to get any love at all. And like, if you're going with a mid-tier build, I think he looks good. I mean, he's played really well. Great spot against Houston, taking a lot of shots.
Oh, like that, no.
I like him.
Yeah, I mean, and on top of him having the ball in his hand more, it's just going to open up more shooting opportunities too. Because if they're on that high pick and roll with Embiid, the main idea is to get that ball inside to Embiid. It's just going to open him up for those 3-point jumpers too. So it gives you that flexibility there as well.
Yeah, exactly. And like such a good matchup against Houston. So I don't think that can go. I don't think we can overemphasize that. Embiid, I like. I mean, what's not to like? He's 11K. He's only center eligible though. So if you want to make him your stud, I get it. But it's a lot easier to roster Giannis at power forward.
Yeah. That's it. If I'm spending up the big boy money, I'm definitely going Embiid. I mean, I'm sorry, I'm definitely going Giannis.
Yeah, same. And it's really those two. So
right.
I'm with you. I like Giannis over Embiid. No one else from Philly for me except for Curry. And I guess Korkmaz if Curry's out. That would also make me like Tobias Harris more too. I could see him with the ball in his hands a ton if Curry's out. You still with me?
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I'm here.
All right, cool. All right, moving on. We got the Cavs at the Kings. Both these teams played last night. As far as Sacramento goes, Fox was questionable but ended up playing. He was not good. Halliburton was very good. But with both them in, there's like nothing on Sacramento I want to get to except for if Holmes is out, Alex Len at 3,800. Dropped another 30 spot last night, played 23 minutes. They're going to need his size against a big Cleveland front court tonight. At 3,800, man, if Holmes is out, why not Len?
Oh, God, no. I think Len is a very close lock-ish play if Holmes is out.
I don't want to go that far because there's so many good centers on this slate, and it's Alex Len. But at 3,800, I do like him a lot. And just know that like there's only 2 late games. We might not have that news. Hopefully, we get the news, but we might not have the news. Len won't be popular either way. People just hate playing him. So I do like Len if Holmes is out. No one else from the Kings is kind of really in play for me at all.
Yeah, nope, not for me.
From the Cleveland side, they also played last night. They played Golden State. Man, I've been really impressed with what I've seen from Rondo. He played extended last night because he like led the comeback. He's 3,300, man, and like he's productive in his time. Great matchup. I think he's sneaky.
No, absolutely. I think you probably saw it from the game. I think he just provides a leadership and a calmness on the floor, bringing up that ball, which some of these young kids kind of need.
Yeah, he was instrumental in them trying to come back last night. Again, it's risky because it's Rondo. It's a back-to-back, which I don't like. But at 3,300, you could certainly do worse. It's a great spot for Cleveland. No one on the Cavs like jumps out to me. Lamar Stevens had the best game of his career last night, 26 DK points. I don't really want to go back there. I think Allen could smash here, but I just don't want to use a center spot on him.
Yeah, that's the kicker. That's literally the kicker.
Mobley and Garland are both fine plays, but neither of them stand out. If I end up on a Cleveland guy, I'm not mad about it, but no one I'm like, I need this guy.
Correct. That's how I feel too.
It's such a good matchup too. That kind of stinks.
Right. Yep.
All right, Brooklyn and Portland. So starting with Portland, because this is a team I'm going to want a ton of. How could you not?
Right.
No Dame or CJ. Now no Norman Powell and no Larry Nance. So Nurk played 38 minutes last. Look at the game log with no Dame or CJ. I mean, he's flat out balling. He's the lock of the slate, in my opinion.
Correct. Yep.
Of all those other guys we talked about, you just play Nurkic. And then the other guy I'm just going to play is my boy Simons, who, I mean,
yep.
He had that one down game against the Cavs. Even he dropped 30 there. Like he dropped 45 easy yesterday. I love Simons here. I think Simons is also a lock for me. So we'll do some building after this. But other guys from Portland, Nas Little, I think is fine filler. Covington price is up a little bit, but I think he's a fine filler. It's really Nurkic and Simons for me. Oh, and Ben McLemore at 3,300.
Yeah. I mean, Ben. Yeah. Yep. Those would be the guys. I mean, I think you really if you wanted to full go this, I mean, you could go McLemore, Little, Simons, and Nurkic.
Definitely. I mean, they're going to play a ton of minutes, and Covington's in that mix also. Man, I'm definitely going to want a bunch of not Simons and Nurkic are locks for me. I'll just play them and figure out the rest elsewhere. Figure out the other 6 spots. From Brooklyn, though, with Kyrie in, anything from Brooklyn you like?
I mean, there's nothing sticking out at me like I need to play. But there's some okay plays, but there's nothing that I'm like, oh, I need to run that. Because especially with Kyrie back, it just takes up so much more of the usage away from everyone else.
Right. Doesn't mean that like Harden or Durant couldn't get there, but it just makes it more, they won't get there as much because Kyrie's not there. Kyrie is the one that's appealing to me at 8,800. I can't see myself using that money for him with like Randall right there, etc. All right, let's build a little bit. I'll go first. I'm definitely going to go Nurk and Simons. I'm actually going to go McLemore or Simons because like McLemore is so cheap.
Mm-hmm.
So then it's like really, okay, it'll be easy to fit Giannis if I wanted him because we go Lonnie Walker. Let's say I went Randall here. I could go like Randall and Dejounte Murray.
Yeah, I mean, you'll have the money.
Easily. I mean, this is where like the other center. See, if I'm not using Giannis here, this is where I'd like Portis.
Right.
Like this is like Christopher.
Yeah, Christopher. Yeah, that's perfect for Christopher.
Christopher or Stevens, even. I don't hate here. I mean, it's a great matchup against Sacramento. Or like, just let me do this real quick. Instead of Randall, and what if I went Giannis and Melo? Still definitely doable. Harder. I mean, you're not getting other like good pieces like you are with the other ones, but it's definitely still doable for sure. There weren't a ton of like really cheap guys we loved though.
No, I mean there was fine filler pieces, but there was nothing crazy.
No.
But even if you went Christopher with that, what would that give you at the utility?
Or if I went Primo at, so I got 4,200 at forward, and then I'll do the Christopher one. Is there anything forward at? Not really, because so if I went Christopher, it's nice. Christopher is like Lonnie Walker with that forward eligibility.
Right, it's huge.
It's big. 43. I mean, not much, but Forbes.
Yeah, Forbes is 4.
I don't really like this, so I definitely like the Randall Murray build better. Not that you have to use Randall and Murray. I mean, you could go. I do like guards better. You could go Giannis and Randall,
right,
and then go like Forbes. Like you were talking about, now you have Forbes and Lonnie Walker. Now you have 4K utility, or you could go Primo. He's going to play a ton of minutes. Now you got 4,400 at utility, which gives you no one really. But oh yeah, I don't have Whiteside here. That's the other guy I really want is Whiteside. So let me just do last one. Randall, Whiteside. I got 74 with this build right here. I can't fit Giannis though.
Yeah, no, that's gonna be that's not fun.
No, it's not fun at all. Like this is where maybe I like Middleton. I don't know. You guys get the point. Let's see what you got.
All right, so let's go. Nurk and Simons. Forbes at shooting guard. And then go
Walker.
Oh, sorry, I didn't hear you.
Lonnie Walker.
Yeah, Lonnie Walker at small forward.
Doesn't feel great, but he's so cheap.
I know. Nas Little at power forward. LaMelo at guard. And then if I go Whiteside at utility, well, no, I don't want. No, go Portis Go Portis. And I think it gives me what? Does that give me Mobley?
I think you're 100 off. Oh yeah, it does give you. See, I'm perfect with that.
Yeah, I don't mind that whatsoever.
With the Cavs, like this is a smash spot for the Cavs. I think Mobley could easily get 40 here.
Oh yeah, I mean we know damn well the Kings don't play defense.
And I like the idea. Like I don't like many of those cheap forwards. So yeah, I like this build a lot. And you get that Charlotte, Milwaukee exposure right there. Nice build.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
I respect it. Man, that's all I got for this slate. You got anything else?
No, that's it. And I'm around tonight because my game got canceled because the other team has got COVID issues. So
well, that's nice to hear that you're around. Not that they have COVID issues, and hopefully you have a cold day tomorrow. That will be nice. Keep me posted. If you guys have any questions or anything like that, I'm around as well. If you want more videos, go check out the DFS 5-pack. We'd love to have you sign up. Until tomorrow, have a great Monday, guys.
Yeah, thanks, guys. Appreciate it.